Welcome to AI World TV, your go-to destination for everything artificial intelligence. Discover the captivating landscape of AI, where advanced technology finds real-life application. Subscribe to AI World TV for webzine articles, reports, podcasts, videos, live events, and latest trends. Hear from top industry leaders and discover how AI is transforming industries and our daily lives.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here, as always, to cut through the noise and get to what really matters on complex topics. And today, wow, we're tackling something that feels incredibly urgent. It's the real immediate risks popping up with AI. You know, these systems are getting embedded everywhere, financial markets, healthcare decisions. It's big stuff. And our source is saying they're operating like right at the edge of control and comprehension. That phrasing really struck me.
It's stark, isn't it? And it's crucial to get that these aren't future hypotheticals. Not anymore. We're actually dealing with very tangible risks right now. Things like algorithmic bias. I mean, that can create really unfair situations. And then there's the constant worry about data breaches, sensitive info getting out. Plus, the whole concept of machines making decisions autonomously. And of course, AI amplifying misinformation. It's a lot. These are here and now challenges.
Exactly. So with all that immediate complex risks swirling around, what's our mission for you in this deep dive? It really boils down to this, I think. How do we actually move AI projects beyond just, promising prototypes? How do we get them to be reliable, scalable systems that are properly governed and actually deliver value in the real world? Because, like our sources point out, the real heavy lifting, the true challenge, it goes way beyond just coding a clever ML model. Okay, so let's dig into that. Managing these kinds of AI risks, it's pretty clear it takes more than just waiting for regulations to catch up. It sounds like it needs, proactive governance from the start, transparent design, a real shared commitment to doing AI ethically, responsibly. And what's interesting is our sources actually suggest a practical way forward. They talk about this idea of a well-architected pipeline.
Yes, and that pipeline concept is absolutely fundamental here, especially for handling these unique AI risks. The first really crucial piece of that puzzle is pipeline automation. Just think about how machine learning operations, ML, used to be done, often very manual, right? Bits and pieces here and there, lots of room for error. But automating that whole process end to end, so from getting the data ready, figuring out features, training the model, checking it, deploying it securely, that automation itself drastically cuts down on human mistakes. And importantly, it acts like a continuous quality check on your AI. It's not just about going faster. It's about spotting subtle things like data changing slightly or the model not performing as well before they cause biased results or worse, system failures. We're talking about using tools like CI/CD, continuous integration and delivery. But specifically for models, this means any change data code, the model itself kicks off thorough testing and a smooth deployment. It really speeds up how quickly you can iterate while keeping errors down.
Yeah, I can definitely see how painful manual processes are. But for AI, where, like you said, the risks are so high, how does automation tackle that human error element that could lead to bias? Is it just efficiency or something deeper? And what does it really mean for making sure the AI can actually cope as demands grow?
Great question. That flows right into the next essential part, scalability and performance. Look, an ML product that works great initially but falls over when usage ramps up, well, it's not going to cut it long term. But true AI scalability isn't just about, adding more servers. It's deeper than that. It's about designing the whole infrastructure so it can gracefully handle more data, more requests for predictions without slowing down or losing accuracy, and crucially, without opening up new security holes or performance issues. So this involves things like cloud-native approaches, using containers, distributed computing frameworks. These aren't just tech jargon. They're really the foundation that lets you scale resources up or down as needed. It helps maintain consistent performance, even on different hardware, and it optimizes costs and the trustworthiness of the AI's output.
Okay, so you've automated it, you've made sure it can scale massively. But how do you maintain trust? How do you keep it accountable when it's growing so fast? Especially thinking back to that misinformation risk we mentioned, accountability seems key.
Absolutely. That brings us straight to monitoring and governance. This is really where accountability happens in practice. Once a model is out there, doing his job in production, the work isn't finished, not even close. You need really robust monitoring.
Yeah.
Constantly. Its job is to track how the model is performing in real time, to spot any drift or anomalies, basically, when the model starts acting weird or its predictions get worse. And then, crucially, to trigger retraining when necessary. This directly helps prevent a model from, say, spreading outdated or wrong information. And just as vital are the governance pieces, things like detailed audit trails, strict rules about who can access what, automated checks for compliance. These have a double benefit. One, they help meet all those regulations. But two, and this is huge, they build genuine trust with everyone involved, stakeholders. Users trust in systems that can otherwise feel like black boxes. So monitoring and governance together, they protect the model's integrity and the business outcomes by giving you that constant visibility and control.
It really sounds like building AI you can trust isn't something one person can do alone, right? It feels like you can't just have a brilliant data scientist locked away somewhere. It really points towards needing teamwork.
Oh, absolutely. The sources are crystal clear on this. Machine learning is very much a team sport. It needs smooth, effective collaboration. You've got data scientists, ML engineers, software developers, DevOps folks. They all need to work together seamlessly. And to make that happen, you need platforms that handle version control really well, not just for the code, but for the data and the models too. That's vital. These platforms let teams reproduce results, share insights, and build on each other's work without friction. That last part is key, without friction. Having that kind of transparency and shared infrastructure, it makes development faster, obviously, but maybe even more important, it ensures every experiment, every choice made can be properly checked, validated, repeated. That's just critical for building confidence in how the AI behaves, especially when it's working in sensitive areas.
Okay, this is making sense, but let's make it really concrete. Our source material specifically calls out financial institutions, and you can see why, right? For banks, insurance companies, fintechs, these principles must be even more critical. They've got incredibly strict regulations. Compliance demands are always changing. Think about bias in lending or insurance here. The stakes are immense.
You're spot on. For them, having a robust, well-architected ML pipeline isn't just nice to have. It's essential for survival, really. It allows these organizations to build AI solutions that aren't just smart and scalable, but are also fundamentally transparent, auditable, and fully aligned with all those critical data privacy rules and fairness standards. Being able to trace and explain every decision, whether it's for a loan or spotting fraud, it's non-negotiable now. And there are companies leading the way here. The source mentions Risk AI as a strong example. They provide these advanced tools and frameworks specifically designed to help financial institutions build AI.
You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge. Thank you for listening.
AI that's compliant, aware of risks, and ready for the future. How? By baking governance, monitoring, and solid risk management right into the ML pipeline from day one. It's about embedding that trust and responsibility from the very start.
Right. So let's wrap up this deep dive for you listening. The big takeaway seems to be that getting an ML project from a cool idea to something reliable and valuable in the real world, well, it requires really deliberate, thoughtful design, thinking about the pipelines, the processes, the tools. It's this whole package that enables automation, makes sure things can scale, builds in strong governance, and makes teamwork actually work.
Exactly. And the payoff for organizations is significant. It's not just about getting models out the door faster. It's about building a truly resilient foundation. One that supports ongoing innovation, keeps you on the right side of regulations, and ultimately creates sustainable value. The kind of value you only get from AI systems that are genuinely trustworthy. It's really about building for the long term.
So thinking about all this, the immediate risks, AI operating at the edge of control and comprehension, here's a final thought to leave you with. What specific questions should we, whether we're just everyday users interacting with AI or decision makers implementing it, what should we be asking right now about the transparency and the auditability of the AI systems already impacting our lives? Something to consider until our next deep dive.